Welcome to the free masterclass session with BIA. So, class in series with the last masterclass, we are continued with the masterclass today too. And today we are gonna conduct masterclass, free masterclass on data types, specifically collection data types. Then after that, we'll be going for loops. Loops we will be doing for loops, while loops, and after loops, we'll try to cover functions too. Okay, so let's start. Okay, let me share the screen now. Let me open a new Python notebook. Okay, let me name it free masterclass session on D types, groups, and functions. Okay, okay. So without wasting any more time, let's start. So as discussed, there are four types of collection data types. Let me jot it down. Which we use more extensively, which is list, after that tuples, then sets, and then dictionaries. Okay, so these are the four data types which we use more extensively. So we'll be seeing each one of them step by step. So first, let's start with list. Let me give a heading there. Okay. So the first important step in list is denoted by a square bracket. So this bracket you see, whenever you see a bracket, a variable assigned with this bracket, okay, so you should understand that this is the list. So list is denoted by a square bracket. Then inside the list, the each and every element is separated by a comma. So every element is separated by a comma. 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. Okay. So the number of elements I have inserted in the list is 5. Currently, all are integers now. Okay. I can insert a different data type inside the list. So after integer, let me insert a string inside there. So I'm writing my name there. Okay. After that, I can insert a float too. So I haven't, let me without the quotes. So there is integer, there is string, and there is float. Okay. If I run this and if I check for my A, see this, each and every element separated by a comma. Okay. And I told you the first statement that I told about the list is it is denoted by a square bracket. So it is denoted by a square bracket. Later on, if I want to check the data type of this, the print type A will tell me the data type of this variable. So if I write print type A, it has shown me class list. It means that this variable is a list. Okay. Now let's try some built-in methods for the list. For getting the length of this list, I'll be writing print len, and inside the bracket I'll be writing a 7. Let's count the number of elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So each and every value separated by a comma, it's counted as one element, a single element. Okay. We will see some conditions in that. So length is understood. List is denoted by a square bracket separated by a comma. Okay, it can store n numbers of data type. We have seen that with integer, float, and string. Now let's start with indexing. Okay, so indexing starts in list with 0. So for example, this my 1 is my 0th element, 2 is my first element, 3 is my second element, 4 is my third element, and so on. So if I want to get the 0th element of my list, so I'll be writing a box bracket 0, and it will be giving me the first element of my list. So let's check. Okay, so let me comment it down and write indexing in list starts from 0. It means that the first element, if you want to get access to the first element, you need to start from 0. Okay, so as we have seen, the last element is the total length of the list is 7, but while counting the length, it starts from 1. If we count the number of elements in the list, let's count it down again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6 and 7. Okay, we can see here the number of elements in the list is 7, but if I want to access last element with the help of index position, so I'll be writing a box bracket 6, which will give me the last element, because as the length of the list was 7, but the indexing starts from 0. Try to understand. The length of the list is 7, but the indexing starts from 0. Hence, to access the last element with the help of index position, I have given a box bracket 0. So always the number of element in the list, which is the length of the list, and the index position of the last element is have a difference of 1. Getting it? Just a second. Any question, guys? Till here? Is everything good? Aman, Anushka, Datta, Ladli, Mahendra, Preeti, Shalu, Tanmay, Vijay. Anyone? Any doubts? Yeah, sure. Aman, I'll repeat the indexing again. See, I'll give you, as I have taken the example of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then hence you would be having the confusion there. Let me change the example. So let me assign a different variable and different list. I'll start from 10, comma 20, comma 30, comma 40, comma 50, comma my name, and then comma 4.0. So what I have done is I have changed from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 to avoid the confusion there. And same list with 3 data types, which is integers, string, and float. Okay. So let me first print my list there. Okay. So list is proper, list got printed. So to get access to my first element, as I have stated there, indexing in list starts from 0. To access my first element with the help of index position, I'll be writing b box bracket 0. So if I run this, I'll be getting an output में 10. Try to understand. If I want output में 50, so if I start counting from 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of 0, if I write 4 there, I should get an output 50. Let's say it out. Okay. Yes, Anushka, the chat function is disabled. You can ask any doubts or any query that you all are having in the question and answer panel. Same Vijay, the chat is disabled because this is a webinar. Okay. So if you all are having any doubt, you can ask any question that you want in this question and answer panel. It will pop up to me. Okay, Aman. So we were at indexing. So to get the access to the last element with the help of index position, I'll be writing the length of my, I'll be checking. I gave you a shortcut for accessing the last element. I'll be checking my length of the list. So let me check my length of the list. Okay. The length of the list is 7. So as I told you, there is the difference of 1 between the length of the list and the last element. So to get access to the last element, I'll be writing B box bracket as the length was 7. So I'll be writing the 6. And then if I run this, check it out. So with the help of index position, I got an output of last element, which is 4 there. Understood, Aman? Okay, great. So this was with positive indexing. Now let's start with negative indexing. As the name says, positive indexing starts from front, negative indexing starts from back. So instead of writing here indexing, I'll be changing it to positive indexing in list starts from 0. I'll copy the same list and I'll negative indexing in list starts from -1. Okay. So negative indexing, if I count from backward side, it starts from -1. So we'll be going -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. Let's check this out. It sounds too interesting here. So B box bracket -1. If I write this, then the output should be the last element, which is 4. Understood? So it starts from -1 and it goes up to the last element. So for getting 10, what should I write? We wrote 6 for getting the last element from front indexing, that is positive indexing. But I wrote -7 for getting the last element from negative indexing because the reason is negative indexing starts from -1 and positive indexing starts from 0. There is a difference of 1 there. Okay, great. Mahindra, you are right. -7. Okay, so if I want Hitesh in an output, so I'll be writing there -2 and it will be giving me Hitesh in an output there. Okay, so what all things we have done in list till now? We have started with the four types of collection data types. List. So in list, the first statement that I gave is it is denoted by a box bracket and separated by a comma. It can store various data types in a single list. So we have seen we stored integer, strings, and floats inside the same list. Then later on, we saw the indexing. We saw both positive indexing and negative indexing. We access the element with the help of index position. Okay. Now after that, let me give you a list. which is nested list. Okay, list inside the list. Let me add some string to. Okay, okay. So this is the list. Let me check whether I have closed all the brackets there. Whenever we create a list or we design a list, make sure that you have closed all the open brackets. So one, two, three bracket I have opened there, and one, two, three brackets I have closed there. Okay, if I run this and if I print my list, bracket, so I have got an output, my list ka output there. Okay, so this is a nested list. Out the first list which is opened here, then later on inside the list I have created two lists separately. One of them is 44, 55, 66, and after that it's 77. Hi, good morning there. Okay, and later on then the elements are continued. So this is nested list. So for getting access to 55, can anyone suggest me what I'll be writing in the code block here to get my access to 55? Anyone in the chats? I want output में 55. We have seen indexing, we have seen list is denoted by a box bracket, we have seen both positive and negative indexing. So can anyone suggest me what I'll be writing it there inside the code block to get my output as 55 there? Ladli is saying 3. Let me check. So if I write list 1, 3, so I'll be getting the whole list as an output 44, 55, 66. Because it is considering this comma ke baad every element as a single element. So if I see in my list, 11 is my first element, 22 second, 33 third. This list 44, 55, 66 is my fourth element, comma this whole list 77 से लेके morning तक is my next element after this list, and later on 88 and 99 are the last and second last element. Okay. Mahindra is saying 3-2, Anushka is saying 3-1. Let's try list 3-2. My mistake. So in 3-2, I'm getting 66 as an output. And if I write 3-1, I'm getting 55 as an output there. Okay. So what we have done is we have checked our third element. When we checked our third element, we got this 44, 55, and 66 as a third element. And in that third element, I am indexing my zeroth and my first element. Getting it? So if I write 0, then 1, so I'll be getting 55 as an output there. If I write 2 there, any idea what will be the output? 66. Okay. If I write 3 there, what will be the output there? Error. List index out of range, because the number of element are 3, but the index positions are 0, 1, and 2 of that third element. So if I want morning and output, can anyone suggest me what will be the my input code there? I want morning in an output. We have seen we have got 55 as an output by using a nested list ka indexing. Can anyone tell me what will be I writing to get my morning in an output? Vijay Shalu is saying 4-1. Let me check with 4-1. So for 4-1, it's giving me high as an output there. But I want morning as an output. So instead of first, let me check with 4. So when I'll be writing 4 there, it will be giving me the whole list there. So what I want is the last element of that list. So instead of going and iterating or counting the number of element, I'll be just writing 4 box bracket minus 1. And I'll be getting 4 ka minus 1, that is morning in an output there, which I wanted. Yeah, 4-3-4-4-4-3-4-4. Let me check with positive indexing. Tanmay 4-3, Mahindra 4-3. Let me check with. So what I have done is I have just entered the minus 1 there. 4 by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it got me the whole fourth element, that which is this list, and then I took minus 1. If I want this whole input in negative indexing, then I'll be going minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and in minus 3 I want my minus 1. So minus 3, same output. Try to understand. 99 is my minus 1, 88 is my minus 2, then minus 3 is this my whole list. If I remove this minus 1 and take my minus 3 there, so this is my whole list, and later on after that box bracket minus 1 give me the morning there. If I do minus 2, then it will be giving me good morning, good there instead of morning. Getting it? So either by positive indexing or by negative indexing we can access the element in list. Understood? Indexing is understood to each and everyone there. Any doubts in indexing? Okay, great. So this is with indexing. Now let's see slicing. Let's try slicing with the same list there. So till now what we were doing is we were getting output में single element. If I want a series of element in an output, for example, from 33 I want 88. From 33 till 88 I want in an output. Till now what we were doing is we were either getting 33 or this list or this list or a single element in an output. What I want is a subset. This whole list ka subset as in an output. So what I'll be doing is list 1 box bracket. Let me go with the syntax first. So it's like inclusive, exclusive, and then the jump. For a couple of seconds, please ignore the jump there, jump parameter. Just focus on inclusive and exclusive. So what I told you all is I want from 33 till 88 in my output. Okay, so it's always inclusive and then exclusive. So I want to include my 33. So what is the index position of 33 there? 0, 1, 2. So let me go with 2 colon. What is the index position of 88? It's minus 1, minus 2, minus 2. So if I run this, it's always inclusive and exclusive. If I run this, my output ideally should be 33, this bracket, this list, and then 88. Let me check. What we can see here is it has omitted the 88 because in the syntax only I have explained to you all that it's always inclusive colon exclusive. So the last element, the last index position that I enter here, it's always exclude that. मतलब वो छोड़ के बाकी सब ले लेगा. So it has excluded 88 there, and hence it has given me 33 से लेके morning तक. So for getting 88 in my output, I'll be writing minus 1 there, because it's always exclusive. वो 99 को last index position जो मेरा 99 है, it will leave that and it will take rest of the index position, that is from 33 inclusive till excluding the -1, everything. So if I run this, see, it's always inclusive and exclusive. I hope everyone is understanding this inclusive, exclusive. All this is with the help of index position. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. Yeah, Vijay, I'll repeat it again. So we are inclusive for getting a subset of a list. Till now, we were getting single element as an output because we were writing the index position of that element, and then we were getting the output of that element. Okay. Now, if I want to get subset of the list, so for getting the subset, I need to write the index position from where I want to start, which is inclusive. The index position from where I want to go, which is, for example, if I wanted to go till 88, I wanted from 33 till 88 in my output. So I'll be writing the index position of 99 there because it's always exclusive, the last element. वो छोड़ के उसके पहले वाला लेगा. Leaving that, it will take whole. So I have written 2 because I wanted from 33 till 88. So I have written 2 colon 99 का इंडेक्स पोजीशन मैंने लिखा वहां पे because I wanted till 88. Okay, so 2 colon -1, so it gave me the output 33 से लेके 88 तक. I hope it is understood. Okay, got it. So after this, we have not seen the jump parameter till now because by default the jump parameter is always 1. If I write jump as 1, no change in an output because by default in list the jump parameter is always 1. What is jump parameter is, अगर मैं यहाँ पे 1 के बदले 2 लिखूंगा तो let's check the change in an output there. See, what it has done is it started from 33, it left this 44, 55, 66. It is treating this 44, 55, 66 as a single element, and then it jumped to 77 this list, and then it jumped to 99 because I have excluded my 99, which is -1. My only output left was 33 and then this list. Okay, understood? Let me go with the different example for getting clarity. Yeah, sure. I'll go with a simpler example because this is a nested list, so it will be quite difficult to understand from this. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I have entered all the even elements there. Okay, from 2 to till 12. So if I want in an output print, what I want is, for example, I want to go from 2 till 10. So I'll be writing 2 ka index position there. So which is 2 ka index position is 0. Yes. And till I want is 10. So excluding 12, I want all. So I'll be writing -1. Okay. Till now it's understood, right? So 2 से लेके 10 तक सब आ गया because it's exclusive. 12 को छोड़ दिया, बाकी सब आ गया. Okay, now I want in an output is 2, 6, 10. What I want in an output is 2, 6, 10. Okay, 2, 6, 10 in an output. ये आ सकता है क्या विदाउट जंप का? नहीं आ सकता है because उसको एलिमेंट्स छोड़ना पड़ेगा बीच में. 4 छोड़ना पड़ेगा, 8 छोड़ना पड़ेगा, तब जाके 10 आएगा. तो in the same code, what I'll be writing is colon 2. Now see, what it has done is it has left one element in between. So 2 से start किया because it was inclusive, 0 से अपना list चालू हो रहा है. So 2 से start किया, एक jump मारा, 6 पे गया, फिर 6 से गया, start हुआ, फिर 10 पे गया. अपना इंडेक्स पोजीशन अगर मैं चेंज करके 5 5 डालता हूँ, सेम आउटपुट, because the number of element in my list is 6 and I am doing a jump of 2, so by default my output will be of 3. अगर मैं 6 एलिमेंट में से 3 एलिमेंट आउटपुट में चाहता हूँ तो मेरा 3 ही एलिमेंट बचेगा, which is 2 6 10, और मैं छोड़ा किसको किसको, 4 8 and 12. What I have left is 4 8 and 12 by getting the jump of 2 there. So if I change this jump from 2 to 3, can you tell me what will be the output? Anyone? I'll be going from 2, उसके बाद 2 एलिमेंट छोड़ेगा, फिर 8, उसके बाद उसके पास कुछ छोड़ने के लिए है ही नहीं, तो it will stop at 8 there, because leaving 2 elements 10 and 12, it has nothing to be printed inside the list. आउटपुट में देने के लिए उसके पास कुछ है ही नहीं for iteration. So it started from 2, jumped twice, 4 6 को छोड़ा, 8 पे गया, फिर from 8 it's jumped twice, 10 12 को छोड़ा, and after that there was no element, hence 2 and 8 in an output there. Please explain it again. No, I didn't get it. Okay, Samruddhi, for you, I'll explain it again. Samruddhi, or can anyone can help me with the, let me elaborate the list there. Okay, so in short, I have written a 2 ka table there. Okay, Samruddhi, if I want to get from 4 till 16 in an output, or anyone in the chats, can you help me out with from 4 to 16 in an output? From 4, I want till 16 in an output there. Faster, we don't have too much time. We are still on list. Guys, so मेरे को 4 से लेके 16 तक चाहिए आउटपुट में. फटाफट, कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं पूछा मैंने बोला 4 से लेके 16 तक आउटपुट में चाहिए. 4 का इंडेक्स पोजीशन क्या है, 1. 16 का क्या है, -3. ब्रैकेट क्लोज नहीं किया. 16 का इंडेक्स पोजीशन -3, लेकिन वो वहां पे क्या होता है, एक्सक्लूसिव, तो वो 16 को छोड़ देगा, इट विल बी गोइंग अप टू 14. तो if I want 16 in my output, so I'll be writing here -2. I hope till then everything is clear. 1 colon -2, inclusive, exclusive. Mahendra, Aman, I hope you all are getting it. 1 colon -2. Okay. So इतना समझा. Now अगर मेरे को ये आउटपुट आया है, now I want 2 6 10 14 18, एक एक जंप के साथ मेरे को चाहिए आउटपुट में. पूरे लिस्ट में I want jump of 1. I want 2 6 10 12 14 18 till 18. I want a jump of 1. So what I'll be doing is I'll be starting with its 0th index. Okay, मैंने क्या बोला, 2 से चाहिए, colon, I'll be going up to the last element. 10 एलिमेंट्स है मेरे में, मैंने इंडेक्स पोजीशन 11 डाला, colon, उसके बाद जंप कितना चाहिए, 2 2 6 10 14 18. I hope understood everyone. Anushka, is it possible to find the index position of six or any element in the list without counting manual via coding? Index position of six without counting manually via coding. नहीं, manually करना पड़ेगा either by the positive indexing or negative indexing. How can you count without? You can say whether the third element में six present है कि नहीं using loop, but you can't get the index position without manual coding. I hope things are clear now. Jump parameter. अगर मैं jump ये 2 छोड़ के 3 करता हूँ, and if I run this now, तो 2 leaving 2 elements, 8 leaving 2 elements, 14 leaving 2 elements, 20. Understood now? Okay, so this was positive, negative indexing. After that, jump, which is slicing, getting a subset of a list with the help of index position. So what we have done till now is we have played with the index position. Now, if I want to change in the same list, if I want to change, मेरे को फर्स्ट एलिमेंट 2 को हटा के हितेश डालना है, अपना नाम डालना है, तो व्हाट आई विल बी डूइंग इज ए बॉक्स ब्रैकेट 0, क्यों? क्योंकि 2 का इंडेक्स पोजीशन 0 है, इज इक्वल टू हितेश, एंड देन इफ आई रन दिस एंड अगेन अब मैं ए चेक करूं तो वो 2 चेंज हो गया, हितेश हो गया. तो वी कैन चेंज द एलिमेंट्स इन द लिस्ट, हेंस इट इज टर्म्ड एज म्यूटेबल. तो लिस्ट आर म्यूटेबल. ओके, मेरे को लास्ट एलिमेंट को चेंज करके कुछ भी डालना है, तो व्हाट आई विल बी डूइंग इज -1 एंड देन BIA. See the last element now. Okay, so we change the element with the help of index position. Can we replace multiple items? Multiple items in the sense, like for example, if I want to replace, how will you replace multiple items in and same code? You need to write, you need to enter the index position of each and every element there and then replace it there. Okay Mahindra, मेरे को 12 चेंज करना है तो 12 के इंडेक्स पोजीशन लिखना पड़ेगा और उसके बाद वो 12 के बदले कुछ और हो जाएगा. Whatever I want to put there. Okay. Okay. So this was with changing the elements, mutability. Now built-in functions of the list. We have already seen one built-in function which is length. मेरे को list का length जानना है, तो what I'll be doing is print bracket len for getting the length of the list. So the number of elements in the list are 10. We have already seen that. List देखूंगा, ठीक है. Comma के बाद each and every element is treated as one element there. Now after this, we will see some more built-in function which is append and extend. So let me first I'll show you the difference between append and extend. So this is my list. Okay, so this is my list. मैंने क्या किया, जब मैंने लिस्ट मेरा जब मैं ए चेक किया था तो I was having 10 elements. I changed 2 to Hitesh there and last element to BIA there, which is my 10th element. Okay, What I changed the two elements, first element and the last element. Now after that, what I did is I added, for adding some element in the list, we have two functions, two built-in functions, append or extend. So I used append there. So when I used append there, it treated Mishra, what I wanted to append inside the list, as a single element, and it added it at the last of the list. So मैंने जब append और bracket में कुछ भी डाला, a dot append, a मतलब मेरे list का नाम, the name of my list dot append bracket, whatever I want to insert inside the list. So the whole element got pasted same at the last position. Earlier my last position was BIA. Now after that it was my last position was Mishra, replaced by BIA. After BIA, not replaced by BIA, my mistake. Now I added extend there. After append, I used extend there. What extend did is it treated each and every character as a single element there. Getting it? It extended each and every character as a single element. So जो Google था उसको एक एक element treat करके उसने G को each and every character in the Google it treated as a single element and pasted at the last position there. Understood? So if I want to add, for example, B, there is one more list B and उसका मैं डालता हूँ 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now I want to add this list inside this list, after this list. So what I'll be doing is a dot append a. By this example, I think so it will be clear the difference between append and extend. अगर मैं ये करता हूँ, let's check my a now. See, as shown earlier, it treated the whole list as a single element. वो nested list बना दिया उसने. Okay, it treated the whole list as a single element, and then after that, it pasted it at the last position after Google. Earlier, my list was completed at E. Now it pasted the whole list as a single element and pasted at the last position. अगर यहीं पे मैं append की जगह extend use करूं, एक एक एलिमेंट को उठा के लेगा और लास्ट पोजीशन पे पेस्ट करते जाएगा. So it took each and every element inside the list and then started pasting it at the end of the list. So that you have understood the basic difference between append and extend, right? So these were the some built-in function. Can we append multiple list name, for example? We have already appended a different list. We have seen I appended the list B to my A. So accordingly, we can append any list to the major list which I want to add the element. So this was with append and extend. Now let's try and go with tuple. We need to move a bit faster, guys. We are running slow. Try to grasp as more as possible faster. Okay. Because we are going with the basics of Python, Deepak, hence we are using Jupyter Notebook here. PyCharm is, for my understanding, is for when we have some knowledge of Python and we gain some prospect as according to the Python, then we can shift to PyCharm anyhow. First, it's important to understand what are the basics of Python. Hence, we are using Jupyter there. And using of use case of extend, we have seen if we want to add each and every element as a single element from a particular list or from a particular string, so we'll be using extend. And when if I want to add the whole element, for example, or either it's a list, tuple, or string उसको मेरे को पूरा as it is paste करना है as a single element in my parent list, so I'll be using append there instead of extend. Okay, now let's start with tuple. Okay, tuple is denoted by a normal bracket which is parenthesis. So let me define a tuple there. A is equal to normal bracket there, which is my parenthesis, and after that, just a second. Okay. So I was like, tuple is denoted by a normal bracket, and same as list, each and every element are separated by a comma. 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5, and then same as list, we can add another data type, not typically a single data type. We can have string, integer, float there. So again, I'll be entering some strings there. So okay. So I have added integer, I have added strings. Let me add some float there. Now if I check my A, if I check type of A, tuple, getting it? Earlier when I checked with box bracket, it was showing me list. But now if I checked with normal bracket, which is parenthesis, it is giving me tuple there. Now after that, indexing. Indexing is same as list. If I want the first element, I'll be giving 0. If I want the last element, I'll be giving -1 from negative indexing. Okay. If I want series of element from 2 till 9.5, so I'll be going from 0 colon till 9.5. So -1. So from, sorry, my bad, from 2 के लिए 1 डालना पड़ेगा. Okay. So from 2 till 9.5 with the help of indexing, same as list. Indexing is done same as list. The basic difference, the main difference between the list and tuple is, in list we can change the element, but in tuple we can't change the element. So if I want to change my first element, which is 1, तो a of 0 जैसे हम लिस्ट में करते थे, if I want to change to 100 instead of 1 there, and if I run this, we can see the error pop up there, and error is saying tuple object does not support item assignment. So this is the major difference between list and tuple. In tuple, we can't edit the tuple. Okay. Now let's see some tuple के अंदर list. So comma, if I go with 9, 8, 7, 6, to access the last element, I'll be writing a box bracket -1. So it will be giving me the last element. Let me run this. Last element में मेरे को आ गया, which was 9876, which is a list. So what I have done is, inside a tuple I have planted a list. Okay. So in tuple we can't change the last element. We can't change the element. We can't do mutable characteristics here. Hence tuple is immutable. But when I insert tuple के अंदर list, can I change the element? Let's try it out. मैं इस 9 को चेंज करके if I want to put as 10, So what is the index position of 9? 0. Okay. If I want to put it as 10, let's see whether it supports or not. Now if I check A, it changed. But can you see how it changed? वो tuple के अंदर list था, so it changed. But if I call now the last element -1, and if see लिस्ट के अंदर लिस्ट बन रहा है, अब इसका मैं अगर फर्स्ट एलिमेंट कॉल करूंगा 10, सेकेंड एलिमेंट कॉल करूंगा 8 and so on. So what we have done is, what we did is we created a tuple first, and then inside a tuple we created a list, and then inside the that list we tried to change the item, the element, by assigning the different characters there. And when we attempted that, it changed the element, but in the output we can see that it changed and it converted to a single element list there. If I check my output there for a of -1, you can see it has created a nested list there. Okay, so this is the case when we try to change the tuple के अंदर का list का element. Same vice versa, if I put this as a list by changing the bracket, and अंदर वाले bracket को अगर मैं tuple बना देता हूँ, okay, let me take the class first. Okay, now it has been converted to list because it is inside the square bracket, box bracket, and inside this list we can see there is one tuple. Okay, so let me first access that tuple. So a of -1 is 9876. Okay, now if I change this first element of this tuple to 10, let me change it to 10. I want to change this 9 to 10. Tuple object does not support item assessment. I think you guys understood that we can change, we can perform any operation in the list only. We can't do any operation in the tuple. Okay. So this was, while rest of the functions are same, for getting the length of the tuple, we'll be using length of A. See this, it gave me the length of the tuple. Indexing is same, positive indexing, negative indexing, we have seen that. Okay. But the only difference is we can't assign, we can't change, we can't do the mutable character inside the tuple. It's only possible in list there. Okay. So after this, we'll be moving to dictionaries. Sets, sorry. We'll be moving to sets. Okay. Sets are denoted by curly bracket. So let me create a sets there. As list and tuple, sets does not support indexing. We can iterate over the set, but it does not support indexing. We will see why why it does not support indexing. Okay, so this is my set. Let me check type. Denoted by curly bracket was the first statement that I gave. Okay, as we see the curly bracket, we can identify that it is separated by a comma. Each and every value separated by a comma, denoted by a curly bracket, we can say it is a set. So we have identified a set there. Now after that, what we'll be doing is, what I told is it does not support indexing. and in set it automatically convert or assign the value in the ascending order, and it eliminates the repetitive element. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. It eliminates the repetitive element. You can see there the number of two there is two, one, two, three. Number of threes are one, two. So let's check. Does it eliminate the repetitive element? Yeah, we can see that पहले जो मेरा इनपुट था सेट में उसमें मेरे 3 2 थे और 2 3 थे, but now in output there is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and after that it arranged all the element in the ascending order. Hence, it doesn't support indexing. Try to understand, because it automatically arranges it into an ascending order, और उसके बाद it eliminates the repetitive element by default. Then how will it support indexing? Hence, sets doesn't support indexing. It by default arranges the element in an ascending order, and after that eliminates the repetitive element. Understood, guys? If I add there 7 के बाजू में मैं 11 डाल दूं और उसके बाद में 10 डाल दूं, let's check. It automatically arranged the element in an ascending order and avoided or discarded the repetitive elements there. Okay, so sets are used basically in matrices operation. Let's see some matrices operations. Let's see some operations of the sets. So this is my set. Let me create one more set there. Some basic 1 comma 3 comma 4 and b is equal to 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, these are my set. So for getting a union of sets, we use A or B. So it gave me the union without repeating 3 and 4. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Getting it? This is the union operation that we perform from the sets. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. It gave me in an output. For getting an intersection, instead of or, I'll be using and. So if I use and there, and if I run this, we can see 3 and 4 are common in both the sets. Hence, it has given me the intersection of both the sets there in an output. So make sure you remember that for getting an intersection, we use and for getting a union, we use or there. Straight line. Okay. After this, we'll be moving to dictionary. So dictionaries. Okay. Dictionaries are also denoted by curly bracket. So let me define a dictionary. Okay. But the difference between the sets and dictionary is sets are comma separated value, each and every value individually. But in dictionary, we have the values in the we have element in the form of key and value form. So let me have a key there, A colon 1 comma B colon 2. Sorry, my bad. Colon 2 comma C colon 3. So this is my dictionary. That's A, B, and C are my keys, and my 1, 2, and 3 are my values. Okay. So key colon value. This is the form in which the dictionary is displayed. Okay. If I take my A, so key and value ke form mein is my dictionary. If I want to get access to all the keys there, so I'll be writing E dot key, A dot keys, name of my dictionary, dot keys, and I'll be calling that. So it will be giving me all the keys there, A, B, C. If I want to get access to all the values there, so instead of A dot keys, I'll be writing A dot values. So I'll be getting all the values, which is 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And if I want all the elements, that is A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3 together. So I'll be writing A dot items there, and I'll be calling it. So A के साथ 1, B के साथ 2, and 3 के साथ 3. Accordingly, it has given me an output. So for keys dot keys, for values dot values, and for getting all the values for all the elements, we will be using dot items there. Okay. Make sure that the key is not repeated in the dictionary. Let me give an example. Why I'm saying that the key should not be repeated. It won't give you an error, but hmm. So this is my dictionary in which I have repeated the keys intentionally. A दो बार है. Okay. So if I want, we access the value with the help of key there. So if I want to access my value, I'll be using A box bracket A. So we can see there, I entered A, which is my dictionary ka naam. After that, whatever value I want, uska key I'll be entering inside this box bracket, and then it will be giving me an output. Why I told you to that, make sure that don't repeat the keys in a dictionary, so that whenever I write, I'll be writing A, it will be giving access of the first element. A दो बार है, but it got A here and it displayed me A का value here. Intentionally नहीं, unintentionally it forgetted A because उसको A यहाँ पे ही मिल गया है. इसलिए it caught the A here and gave me the value. If I write B there instead of A, if I write 20 there, understood? For getting values, we use key. Okay. I hope everyone is understanding dictionary. It is displayed in the form of key and value. We get access to the values with the help of key. In the box bracket, we write the name of the key and we get the value there. After that, for getting all the keys, we write dot keys. For getting all the values, we write dot values. And for getting all the element, we write dot items. Okay, guys, any doubts till now? I hope we are done with list, tuple, sets, and dictionary, which is all the collection data types. Now, fastly, let's jump to the loops. We will be going with two loops, for loop and while loop. In Python, loops are used with collection data types. Hence, I started with the collection data type first, and then later on I got to the loop. Whichever collection data type it will be, because loops require iteration. Hence, it is used with the collection data types. So, for example, if I write a list here, A 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me first explain it to you. Why do we use loop? For example, if I want to write any sentence which is print hello world, the favorite statement of the programmers, 100 times. So instead of writing it print hello world manually 100 times, what I'll be doing is I'll be using loop there. So what will be the statement of loop for x in range of 0 comma 100 colon print hello world. So if I run this, hello world will be printed 100 times from 0 till 99. This range function, what is this range function? Range function is same as inclusive exclusive form. So if I write print range 0 to 100, उसका आउटपुट क्या आएगा? What I've done is I have printed the list. मैंने क्या किया? रेंज 0 से लेके 100 तक प्रिंट किया. ठीक है. अब मेरे को hello world, I wanted to print hello world 100 times. So what I did is for x in range 0 to 100, what this range is doing is it is printing me 0 से लेके 99 तक, inclusive 0, exclusive 100. So it will start from 0 until 99. It will be printed in a list there. Okay. So what I did is for x in the range of 0, 100, print hello for every element. For x in range, for x in means for every element in that range, print hello world for me. So from for 0 it will be printing hello world, from for 1 it will be printing hello world, for 2 until so on till 99. From 0 till 99 for each and every element it will be printing hello world. Hence the hello world will be printed 100 times there. Understood? So let me show with a simpler example there. A is equal to, and the same statement for x in. Now I'll be using a collection data type A here. Print hi. So can you tell me how many times hi will be repeated here? Hi will be printed here. For every element in A, it will be printing me hi. So the number of elements in A are 4. So for 4 times it will be printing me hi. Let's check it out. Hi, 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 hi. 4 times it's printing me hi there. Understood? Yes. Okay. So if I increase the list there, number of elements in the list there, no matter what is the element in the list, for every element it will be performing the same function what I defined inside the for loop. अगर वहाँ 99 है, 88 है, उसको it doesn't give a fuck. It will take each and every element and then print each and every element के लिए hi there. The number of element I increased to 9, so the hi was printed 9 times. Why it is not -1? What -1, Samruddhi? I didn't understood. Okay, for each and every element, it is taking element and then printing. Whatever I write inside this, it will be printing it for me. For x in I, print good morning. So it is taking each and every element. 1 को लेगा और check करेगा, good morning print करके देगा. Same for 2, same for 88, 90, 99, 89. It should be printed 8 times. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The number of elements are 9, right? It is not with the help of index position. It is with the help of length of the list. If I check the length of the list, Samruddhi, Let me show you. Length of the list is 9, hence it is printing 9 times. हर एक एलिमेंट को लेगा और उसके लिए whatever operation I give inside the for loop, it will be doing that operation and then it will be printing the message to me. For example, if I want to print two stable, so what I'll be doing is for x in range 0 to 1 to 13. So as it is inclusive and exclusive, colon range 1 to 13 because 1 को लेगा 12 तक जाएगा. Print 2 which is in string, or I'll be using this, and then x is equal to inside the quotes, comma, आंसर क्या आना चाहिए 2 into x. Let me check with the syntax. Not bad. This will be inside the quotes. I'll remove this all things. Wait, I think there is some confusion going on. So it has printed me 2 ka table there. So whatever table I want there, I'll be writing instead of 212. So it will be printing me 12 ka table. If I want 14 ka table, it will be printing me 14 ka table, and so on. So what I have done is for x in the range of 1 to 13. So range of 1 to 13 means it will be going from 1 till 12 because it's inclusive and exclusive, and 14 into हर एक एलिमेंट को लेगा. 1 को लिया तो 14 प्रिंट किया, 2 को लिया 28 प्रिंट किया, 3 को लिया 42 प्रिंट किया, एंड सो ऑन. सेम अगर मैं ऊपर लिस्ट डिफाइन कर दूं इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस a इज इक्वल टू, और उसमें मैं 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 कर दूं, और इंस्टेड ऑफ इन रेंज डाल के मैं a डाल दूं, so it has gone for every element. It is printing 14 into multiplication of that element into for me. So 14 into 1, 14, 14 into 2, 28, 14 into 3. ये मैं change करके 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. I hope you all understood what's going on there. For every element, it's printing me whatever I give inside the for loop operations there. It is doing that operation for me. I hope you are understanding this for loop. Any doubt, guys? For loop? let me give one task there. Let's solve one task together so that you'll understand the for loop. So this is the element 7, 22, 20, 33, 40, 60, 6, 77, 88. Okay. So this is my list denoted by a square bracket, separated by a comma. Okay. Now what I want is I want even numbers and odd numbers differently. ये list में 20, 40, 88, 66 are the even numbers, while rest of them are 22. All these are the even numbers, while rest of them are the odd numbers. So what I want is using for loop, I'll be checking each and every element, and then I'll be separating separate even number का list and separate odd number का list. Let's try it out. So the solution will be beginning with, let me give a empty list first. Even equals to, यहाँ पे हमने जितना किया है ऑलमोस्ट सब आ जाएगा, कवर करेगा in this question. So for x in a, then for x in a mean for every element in a, it will be performing the operation that I'll be defining here, or that I'll be writing it here. So a if x percent 2 equal to 0, which is the condition for even numbers, a dot even dot append x. Okay. Else odd dot append x. And at last, outside the loop, print even, print odd. See here, even number or odd number separate हो गया. Let's discuss the operation here. So what I have done is, मेरे पास एक list था from which I wanted to separate even numbers and odd numbers. So what I have done is I created two empty lists, even and odd. Okay. And then I started with a for loop for x in a, for every element in a, if x percent 2 equal to 0, which is condition of even number, that it is, if it is divisible by 2, then it's even number, either otherwise it is an odd number. So if my number is divisible by 2, add it in my even ka list, or if it is not divisible, अगर ये condition satisfy नहीं हुआ तो वो else पे जाएगा, add it in my odd number का list, append करके. हमने ऊपर append function देखा था, तो it is checking 11, ये divisible by 2 है, नहीं है, then it jumps to else में क्या लिखा है condition odd dot append x, तो odd का जो list है इसमें वो append कर देगा उसको 11 को, then so on. So for better clarification I'll be writing even number list is and odd number list is So it is checking for 22 after that for every element in A. For x in A means for every element in A. 11 के बाद क्या है 22. 22 के लिए चेक किया divisible by 2 है, हाँ है. Then it appended it to even number and so on. So from 11 it has iterated till 88 and check whether it is divisible by 2 or not, and then accordingly it had separated the even number and odd number का list from the parent list. I hope you guys understood this for loop and this solution. Everyone in the chat window, yes, no. Any doubts in this? Great. So this was with for loop. Now quickly let's go to the while loop. Okay. So for while loop we have three things: assignment operator. After that, conditional operator, and after that increment या decrement or decrement operator. Okay, so let me start with a while loop. First क्या लिखा है assignment operator, तो let me assign a value there. So x is equals to 0. Okay, while, yeah, let me give x is equal to 1. While x is greater than 0, yeah, less than 12 का table ही दिखाता हूँ. Same table that I have done with the for loop, I'll be doing it with the while loop, so you will understand the difference between the for loop and while loop there. So first what I have done is assignment operator. Assignment किया, x is equals to 1. उसके बाद what I have done is conditional operator. Okay, condition दिया मैं पे कि x is less than 12. Okay, after that colon, here I'll be writing the body. Condition के नीचे either you write body before or after the increment. तो body भी आएगा यहाँ पे. Body same as for loop. What we did in for loop, same here. So assignment is done, condition is done. After that body. So what I want to write is print my x into 2. X into 2. And later on the increment or decrement operator. So x is equals to x plus 1. Here, let's start how this loop is iterating. So it has printed me 2 से लेके 24 तक, which is my 2 का table there. So what it is doing is x is equals to 1. I have assigned the value of x there. It's थोड़ा difficult to understand from the file while loop, but if you understand how it is iterating, then it is quite easy. If you don't understand the iteration process, then it's quite tough. So assignment हुआ, okay, x is equals to 1. Then after that x is less than 13. इसके बाद क्या किया मैंने, condition check किया. Is it my x less than 13? Yes. If it is yes, then it will be going inside the loop. Okay, inside the loop what I have written in the body is x into 2. So my x was 1, so 1 into 2, 2. Then later on in increment operator, which it increases my x ka value to plus 1, which is 2. Now again after that it will be checking x ka value is 2 less than 13. Yes. Then again it will be printing me 2 into 2, 4. Then again it will be incrementing 2 plus 1, which is 3. Is 3 less than 13? Yes. Then the same process, printing and then increment. It will go up to 12. ठीक है, तो 12 into 2, 24. आया यहाँ पे print हुआ. After that, it is saying 12 x is equal to x plus 1. So 13 हुआ. Now it is taking the condition. Is 13 less than 13? No. So here only the execution stops, the iteration stops, and we get the output here. So if I write this print ka statement after my increment, Let's see what happens. Let's see the difference between after and before increment operator in the body. नीचे it got 20, up to 26. Up it reduced, it started from 4. Earlier it was started from 22 and going up to 24, but now it is starting from 4 and going up to 26. Why this happened? Because it is assigning 1. Okay, it is checking whether x is less than 13 or not. Yes, my 1 is less than 13. And then after that it is increasing it to 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1, which is 2, and then 2 into 2, 4. Getting it? Try to understand. Assignment हुआ, condition check हुआ, then after that x is equals to x plus 1, which is 2 plus 1 plus 1, 2, and hence in the output we get from 4 till 26. I hope you guys are understanding. Any doubts in this? Guys, any doubts in this? If I want instead of 2 ka table, I want 13 ka table. So what I'll be doing here is x is equals to 1, and here I'll be writing and this x is equals to x plus 1 will be going down from 13. It is going up to 13 into 12. Okay, understood, guys? Okay, Vijay. Aman, understand the assignment, then body, and then increment and decrement. First we have done assignment, which is x equals to 1. Later on, after that we have checked the condition. यहाँ पे x equal to 1 असाइन किया, यहाँ पे चेक किया x 13 से छोटा है क्या, yes, it is smaller than 13. उसके बाद what it did is printed x into 13, which is 13 into 1. My x was 1, 13, and then it incremented to x equals to x plus 1, which is 2. फिर it चेक किया कि 2 13 से छोटा है, yes, then it printed 2 into 13, 26. Then later on again incremented at 2 plus 1, which is 3, 13 into 3, and so on. Okay, so this was the process and it is getting executed. Yeah, it is more like Fortran. Yes, it is more like Fortran. Aman, I hope now it is clear. If you understand this assignment, condition, body, and increment and decrement, then it's very easy to understand. Make sure that you understand this assignment, condition, body, and increment and decrement. If I want to give, if I give here x is equal to 11 and if I print the same condition there, so मेरे को सिर्फ 11 or 12 or 13 आएगा because it is checking is 11 smaller than 13, yes, then it is printing 11 into 13, which is 143. It is increasing it 11 to 12, is 12 lower than 13, yes, then it is printing 12 into 13 and 156. Then again it is incrementing, 12 का 13 होता है, it is checking is 13 less than 13, no, then it is stopping it there and the iteration stops there. If I put the equal to and run this, तीनों आएगा. I hope I'm able to do list, tuple, sets, dictionary, and for loop and while loop for you guys. It was quite a easy session. I hope you guys understood this. Okay, great, Aman. You practice all these things. Unless and until you guys don't practice, you will not get hands on all this thing. Okay. Yep. Great, Mahendra. You all should practice all these things, and unless and until you don't practice, you won't understand, because our job is to make you understand once, twice, thrice, but you need to go on practicing things for getting a better understanding. Okay, so I think so we should stop it here. What do you guys say? And cover the function in the next topic. Thank you, Aman. Thank you, Mahendra. It was too nice teaching you all. Okay, bye bye. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend, guys. Bye bye. Like, subscribe,